Hello you wonderful people, this is Jared the Blind Gamer, and I've been down a bit of a rabbit hole, so I want to apologise to you guys for not being able to upload a video over the last week and a half or so. I did upload a video last Wednesday, which was a video on the TV adaptation of The Last of Us. Not a lot of you saw that video, so if you want to check that out, it's actually up on the channel now. But this is the first part of a three-part video that I'm doing based around Windows gaming, and we're going to look into Windows organising Launchbox, so organising your Windows library of games through Launchbox. This is going to be this video. The next video in this series, which is going to be coming out in the next week or so, I'm going to try and get these out as quickly as possible because all the legwork has been done now, is going to be about DOS emulation and how to play emulated DOS games. And the third video in this series is how to play retro Windows games that don't actually run on current hardware. And I'm going to show you how to set up several options as far as emulation machines of prior copies of Windows. So they are upcoming videos, but today we are looking at using Launchbox to play modern and fan-made Windows games. So let's take a look. So if you are like me, you tend to get your Windows games wherever you can and wherever's the cheapest. And as you can see here, this is my library of Windows games. I'm just going to show you something here. Right, basically this is my library of Windows games, and I'm going to show you how I created this and how I can update this. But as you can see, there's a mixture of games from different publishers, from different places, and there's fan games. And look, there's Eggs for Bart from our previous video on Simpsons fan-made games. All the Simpsons fan-made games here are here. So is Sonic Triple Jump that Sonic Triple Trouble, which was in my Sonic recent games that I've done, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan games. There's a couple more out there which I'm going to get when I get a chance to. But basically Launchbox will, as well as doing emulation, it will actually be a really good place to organise your Windows games. And it will all launch perfectly. Let's just say, for example, let's go for Resident Evil 7, right? Resident Evil 7 is installed on my hard drive. I've bought this through the Xbox store because I bought it on dual compatibility. When you have you buy an Xbox game and you get the PC game. The mad thing is, I've actually sold my my version of Resident Evil 7 on Xbox, and I still had the Windows version with it. So that was kind of cool. You do get those deals with Xbox games now and again. Xbox Play Anywhere, I think it's called. But this is going to launch from Xbox. So just going to click play on this down the bottom. I'm just going to show you it working. And there you go. Got the expansion pack for it. So there you go. There's Resident Evil starting. Brilliant game. So basically here. So this is how you do it. So let's say, for example, the first one I'm going to show you is Steam, because Steam is a bit of a nightmare adding to Launchbox, but there's a way around it, right? So the way you would normally do this is you go to Tools, you go to Import, and here's all your options here. So you've got Epic Games, Amazon Games, Galaxy of Gaming, Origin Games. Origin, I think, is the new EA Plus, EA Play launcher. Steam Games, Ubisoft, Uplay Games, for example. So if you click on Steam Games, you just you read the instruction thing here. Click Next. That's just enter your details in there, and it will need an API key, right? And if you can only get a Steam API key once you have spent £5 or $5 on a game natively in Steam. Now, basically, my Steam games have all been redeemed codes because I've never actually bought anything natively within the Steam app. But there is a way around this. So let's just take another quick look here. So we've got, one of the things I wanted to do was my Witcher 3 was in the wrong place. So when I click play on it, it basically wouldn't play. It would have the wrong path. So the way you sort this out is you just click The Witcher 3, you click delete. Do I purely want to delete it? Yes. It will then remove it from the library. And if I want to re-add it, so from the new path, because what basically happened is Witcher 3 had an update, and I put it on my C drive, which is my smallest drive. And I didn't particularly want a 145GB game on my smallest drive, so I uninstalled it and reinstalled it on one of my 1TB drives. So basically you go to import, and this time we're going to go to Galaxy of Gaming, because Galaxy of Gaming is where I bought it from. And then you click next, and it'll ask you for your username or your profile name. Mine's always Jasco1982. And you click next. It goes to the same metadata stages as you would with everything else. It will search for all the modern metadata, the box art, etc., etc., and the manual. Just keep on clicking next, and there you go. There's the name, The Witcher 3 World Hunt. It's picked it up there. There's another Galaxy of Gaming game I have in here called it's Star Trek Voyager Elite Force, but because that's already there, Launchbox knows it doesn't need to add it. Finish. And there you go, Witcher 3 has been added back in. It really is that simple. Doesn't matter which one of these you go for, except for Steam. It really is that simple. You literally just go to Tools, and then you go to Import, and you click on the wherever you want to import the game from there, and you just follow the on-screen instructions. Now, Steam games, for example, you need the API key, but as you notice here, I've got WWE 2K22, which is a Steam game. So it's got all the different things in it, and you know, all the videos and the screenshots, etc. in Launchbox here. So how did I get this in? Right, well, let's show you. There's 3 games there that I know are Steam games. So what I'm going to do, I've highlighted them on my desktop, and I just literally drag them into Launchbox. But we're not adding a ROM, we're not adding a DOS game, so we click none of the above. It'll detect that it's a Windows compatible program, so you just click next. We don't want to move the files, no, we want them in the position that they are. And you click next, next. Downloading all the metadata. PDF manuals if you want the manual for it, and you click next, and there you go. There's 3 games: Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 3, and Alex Kidd in Miracle World demo. And then we click finish, and there you go. These games have been added into Launchbox. Pretty sweet, eh? Okay, so I'm going to do that with just a couple more. So I haven't got box art for Alex Kidd in Miracle World, I don't believe. So this is something that we can rectify. So if we just go to our browser, we'll just go to Google Images, Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX, let's find a... There's a nice piece of box art there. Can we save that? Yeah, we'll just save it in Blind Man Plays. Save it as Alex. So you just basically go through, download the box art from Google Images, and all you have to do then is you right click this and edit, file metadata. Then you want to go to images and you add image, go to the place that you want to select the image from, and then you click OK, and there's your image. Easy. As you can see, you know, most of my library now of games is got the full information. So I've got one game here which is not a Windows a launcher game. It's an old game that I ripped from an ISO from my collection, because I don't have a CD drive on this PC, so I just ripped the ISO for it and installed it, which is Half-Life. And all you do is the same thing again, you drag it onto into Launchbox, and you click Windows. No, use files in the current location. Next, next, next. And as you can see, there you go. There's Half-Life. And, you know, you literally just click play, and that will just launch like, you know, I clicked it on my desktop. It's only the desktop shortcuts I'm basically putting into Launchbox. But, you know, instead of going through all these launchers, that means now I can tidy up my desktop. I don't really need to have all these different things all over my desktop. I can just go into Launchbox, and I can play pretty much, you know, there's my PC collection, there's my PlayStation 3 collection, PlayStation 2, Dreamcast, Sega Mega Drive, 32X. It's all in one place. And that's what I love about the Launchbox platform. And the same can even be said for the fan games. So we're going to quickly look into importing fan games now. Like and I recorded myself doing this when I was doing it originally, so that we could go back and sort of I could show you guys. And so what I did first of all is I had all these different games all over the place. So I basically went into the Launchbox folder on my removable drive, and I put all the fan games in a folder. Much like you do with your Mega Drive ROMs or your other ROMs, you just put all the fan games in one folder, which is in my Launchbox directly. So it means that, okay, I can't play my PC games through my Launchbox build if I take the build with me to another PC, but I will be able to play the fan games and the smaller games. So basically, I've extracted them into all one folder. Let's see, TNT Rescue Palooza. So there's the application file for Rescue Palooza. And we're just going to drag that in. And then above, Windows. And it's exactly the same as importing it onto the desktop. You make sure it is the Windows platform. If it's not, obviously you just change it on there. Use files in the current location because we've already set that up. Search for game metadata. It's probably not going to find anything. It did for some games. It did find the metadata for Eggs for Bart. As you see, I've added one there. But let's see how we do again the images. So we want to go to right click on it and go to edit. And then go to images. Metadata. Yeah, so edit metadata, you go to images. Now find the folder where you had Rescue Palooza from, because the developer actually provides box art for it. There's the cover, add the cover, and click OK. And there you go. That's basically how you do it. So it's a very, very powerful tool for, you know, organising your game library and making your PC gaming experience, you know, really good. Especially if you're developing, I haven't got this, but you can actually develop a PC that uses Big Box, which is the bigger brother to Launchbox, it's the paid for version, as its front end. So rather than boot into Windows, it'll boot into Big Box. And it's a brilliant way that you'll be able to access your games, and you've basically built a pseudo console there that will play anything that, you know, needs to be like. So, you know, it's very easy as long as you've got the executable file. So for a fan game, you'll need the executable file. You'll need the exe file or the application file, because most fan games don't need to be installed. If they do, then you basically, whatever you click to launch that game, you add that to Launchbox, and it basically then manages it all for you. It's a fantastic tool. So the next part of this series, we're going to be looking at DOS emulation. There's a couple of ways in which you can play your old DOS games, and we're going to be looking at that in the next upcoming video. So thank you very much, guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There are more videos on the way where I'm going to be looking at different games, like what we traditionally have on this channel. But I just wanted to show you guys some really good tips that I've picked up along the way of you know, making your gaming experience through Launchbox, because I do all my emulation now through Launchbox, you know, much better. Okay guys, thanks very much. This is Jared, and I'll see you again in another video. You take care of yourselves now, and just, well, before I go, I just want to say thank you guys who have joined the channel in recent days and weeks. Welcome. Do you use Launchbox for your media management, or do you use something else? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you soon. Take care guys, love to you all.